Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Ciocca Kia in Ewing, New Jersey to check out this 2024 Kia Sorento. This is the one-up from base S trim in wolf gray with a black Syntex interior. 2024 brings a design refresh to the exterior and to the interior of the Sorento. So let's check it out. Let's see what it's bringing to the table with this refreshed design and tech update, and let's dig in. All right, the front end of the Sorento, and first things first, new headlight housings, new daytime running light action, all LED up front. Love the way it looks. Tiger nose grille right in the middle, Kia badge on the top of this wolf gray paint, functionality in the grille top and bottom with functional side air curtains. But we'll take a look at this new headlight housing here. Looking really, really good. Love the way it wraps around to the front fender. Nicely done. Now we go to our wheel and tire setup on the S trim. You're going to get an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Kia badge on the center cap, standard brake and rotor package. Now these wheels are wrapped in Continental cross-contact all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. As we move on back, the wolf gray I think is a really good-looking color on the Sorento. Let me know what you think about that in the comments as we come in closer. Color matched on the side view mirror with LED turn signals, color matched on the front and the rear door handle, left side fuel filler cap. Up top we have a color matched roof with roof spoiler, shark fin antenna, and that panoramic sunroof. Rear end of our Sorento, we do not have LED lighting in the back. We have standard bulbs for turn signals, but I do like the fact that they're up high. We do have the rear wiper tucked up underneath the roof spoiler, number one to clean up the design, but also to protect it from the elements in car washes. Kia badge in the middle, Sorento on the bottom left, 4X for all-wheel drive on the bottom right. And then we have some brushed aluminum on the rear bumper area, and our exhaust is tucked up underneath the right side of the vehicle. Under the hood of this 24 Sorento S, what are we looking at for a power plant? Well, we don't have a driveline change here. What we have here is Kia's 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline 4-cylinder engine, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 191 horsepower, 181 pound-feet of torque, MPGs, 23 in the city, 28 on the highway, 25 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. All right, before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, all right, Mike, we're one up from base. How much money am I going to have to pay for one of these new Sorento S's? Well, here we go. Base price for the 24 Sorento S all-wheel drive, $36,390. Now this vehicle's got some options, so we have to add in an additional $495 for the wolf gray paint, an extra $1,300 for the panoramic sunroof package, which gets you the panoramic roof with power sunshade and LED interior lighting, then an extra $225 for the carpeted floor mats. We then have to add in destination and delivery of $1,375 from Kia's West Point, Georgia assembly plant. And we have a MSRP from the factory of $39,785. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the footbox, a nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator. The floor mats are in the cargo area at this time. Seating wise for the driver, power seat with lumbar, manual assist for the front passenger, black Syntex, very plain, light gray stitching, but nice headrest, nice bolstering. It's a nice understated look on this interior. Passenger door panel, soft touch up top. We got that brushed aluminum door handle with that darker gray design around it instead of the gloss black plastic, which I like. Nice soft armrest with the stitching. We got brushed aluminum on the grab handle, flat black on the switchgear, a good sized door pocket, standard audio system in the S. Now, soft touch up here, some more of this gray trim, and then I like the design right into the heat and air vent in the brushed aluminum finish, looking good, then a nice large glove box. All right, here we go. Here's one of the big interior updates on the Sorento for 24. We have Kia's next generation 12.3-inch infotainment system. We're looking at wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto with touchscreen capability, nice and crisp, dual panel action, but now it's a window in a window instead of a whole panel. We got the old analog clock look, which I think looks kind of cool. And then, as far as other things go, we'll go to our setup. We can go to setup. We can get our vehicle settings right here. Climate. We can go to lights if we want to go to lights. We can go ahead and deal with our welcome light and all that other stuff. Now, we don't have ambient lighting in the S trim on the Sorento. We can go to our climate. We can set that up. We can go to our convenience settings and set that up. So it's very responsive to the touch. Here in this, we get your convenience settings in here as well. So really well done. We can go back to our home. Now look at the home. We have a panel for our maps, a panel for our media, and a panel for our phone. Look at that easy swipeability as well across. Really well done. And then if you want to bring up one of these three panels, all you got to do is touch it, and then it brings it up to the whole screen. Really, really well done, really well thought out. We have a nice clear backup camera with your rear backup sensors on the right with trajectory, looking good. So I like that. We're not going to get 360-degree view in an S trim, but really nice that they're putting in the larger system here in the S, and now we have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. That's a big deal. In a Sorento, 2 heat and air vents, 4-way hazards. Now we got the dual panel down here. So right now we have it on our infotainment system, where you can work the infotainment system from these controls. And if you push the fan button, it'll switch over to your dual climate control. And now this, instead of becoming volume, becomes hotter or colder, and then you can sync them together. So really easy and well thought out with this dual panel. I do like how they have that done. Good job there. Now, we have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, but no heated steering wheel in the S trim. Down below, wireless charging pad, 2 USB-Cs. In the past, Sorento has had all USB-As in it. Now we've got the updated USB-C connectors. Here is the gear shift that's going to take you through this 8-speed automatic. We have a center diff lock with drive modes, which we'll show you when we go through the dash. Engine auto stop on off, auto vehicle hold, here hill descent control, electronic emergency brake, parking sensors, cameras, 2 cup holders. We have a key fob update as well, which I do not like, because now we got the new Telluride key fob here in the Sorento. It's really light. It really feels too plasticky, too cheap, to be honest with you. But we do have lock, unlock, panic button, and on the back here you have your remote start. We do have a nice soft armrest with the stitching. We open it up. We have a removable tray and an area for storage. Sorento steering wheel. We have a leather wrap wheel with the stitching, Kia badge on the horn button with a trim ring, looking good, round bottom wheel. But I got plenty of room to get in and out of the Sorento, no problem. Now on the left, on the switch gear on the left, you got your telephone voice commands, modes for your infotainment system, and favorites with volume. Then on the right side, you have your safety suite controls, as well as your cruise control and all that other good stuff. No paddles. On the left, you have your headlights and turn signals. On the right, front and rear wiper. Your push button start is right around the corner on the left side. Then on the right side, on the right side of the dash, on the left side of the dash, bright and dim the dash, traction control off. We do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. As we move to the dash, we have an updated 12.3-inch digital dash. We'll take a look at our drive modes. If we take our dial and move it to the left, we go from normal to eco to sport to smart and to snow, and then all the way back around to normal. So you can move the dial in a circle in one direction and get everywhere. So you don't have to start on the left and then go back to the right, which I do like. But for this drive, we'll just leave it in normal. But a really easy to use drive mode, which I like. And then, of course, if you want extra information to come up in the middle, you just have a button right here on your steering wheel, and you'll get some extra pages as well as you want to go through it. But a really nice looking digital dash here on this Sorento. Overhead console, we have our upgraded LED interior lighting. If you want it to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button remains pushed in with the orange light on. When you open the door, the lighting comes on. Close the door, the lighting goes off. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Kia Connect, so you can connect this vehicle up with your phone. And then the control for our roof. You tap it, back goes our shade all the way back over the rear passengers. Very quick, and then boom, your window opens, wind buffeter comes up, your roof opens, and then it goes back, and then one touch back, and the roof will come closed, and then the shade is moving at the same time to save time getting it all closed. Once the roof is locked down, then the shade will finish. So nicely done. Then we have our sun visor with vanity and a light, but that's not LED. And then, does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting in the mid row of the Sorento, I have the seat set for my driving position. Easy to get into too. Plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". Now we have our Syntex, but then we go plastic, and then we have a pouch and a cargo net behind the driver and the front passenger. USB-Cs in the back of the seats for your rear passenger connectivity, then 2 heat and air vents and a 12 volt for connectivity. So they got you covered here in the mid row. Mid row styling, same as the front. So here's our front door panel looking good. Here's the back door panel looking exactly the same with the same use of materials. So I'm glad there wasn't any cost cutting. Mid row seats, we have a bench here. So we have headrest, nice interior design. We do have a center armrest, nice and soft. 2 cup holders, plus a little cup right here for cappuccini. And then we're all set here in the mid row. So a nice bench. So we do have a configuration of 2 in the front, 3 in the mid row, and 2 in the back. Just so you know, but nice and comfortable here in the Sorento. Third row time in the Sorento. Here's the button on your mid row seat. You push it and it slides forward, and you got some room to get in. So we're going to hop on in to row number 3 in this Sorento. And you know what? It's smaller than a Telluride, right? So my head's hitting the roof, my knees are way high, but I do have enough shoulder room. But updates here in the back. What do we got going on? We got a place for storage, cup holder, USB-C for connectivity on both the right and left side of row number 3. So they got you covered there. How am I fitting back here? Well, you know what? This mid-row seat is almost all the way back, and I still have enough room. So I could stay back here as a full-size adult for a while, but I wouldn't want to be back here on a long trip. So I would say smaller size adults and kids will be fine here in row number 3. So I like how they've done it back here, especially with the added USB-C connectivity. Getting in the cargo area of your 24 Sorento S, it is a manual tailgate. So you need to come to the back, and right here, here's a little sticker that tells you where the button is. You push it and lift up. Nice and light, but now we are a little tight in the space with all rows up. All rows up, 12.6 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Sorento, because it is smaller than a Telluride. As we move in closer, we do have an area you can lift up that has some extra storage. There is a jack, and the spare is underneath the rear bumper right in there. So they got a spare, so thank you, Kia, for that. To get the third row down, it's really easy. You just have to pull the strap, the headrest goes down, and push it forward. Pull the strap, headrest goes down, push it forward. Now you have more space right here. But in the back, we have a 12 volt right there, and we can drop our mid-row from the tailgate area. So we push the left, down she goes. Oop, got stuck on the seat. Got stuck on the seat. So there is the issue when you have a smaller vehicle like a Sorento. You have to make sure that your front seats are far enough up that the mid-row seats won't hit it on the way down. So I think Kia needs to do a little bit of work on that. You might not be able to do much with it unless you there we go. Unless you actually change the dimensions of the vehicle. But once you get them down, we're looking at 75.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Sorento. Not a bad number, but it is going to be smaller than your Palisade or Telluride. But let me know what you think. Our Sorento window sticker for 24 on this S trim. Here you go, wolf gray. Standard equipment on the left. Options right here on the right. Total vehicle MSRP from the factory. MPG estimates. Crash ratings, made in the United States. Let's take this baby out for a spin. All right, so we are on the road with this 24 Sorento And I'm liking, so far I got great visibility out all the windows. I got blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, all that jazz is in this Sorento, no problem there. Plenty of visibility out the side view mirrors as well. So no problem. I got a very airy cabin. I got the panoramic roof. I got the new next generation system in here with wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, heated seats, wireless charging. Now we now have USB-C connectivity all the way around, all the way back to the third row as well. All the way back to the third row as well. So that's a really nice touch. Same drive line, but you know what? I got plenty of power here out of this naturally aspirated 2.5 liter. No problem. Gets the vehicle up to speed. No sweat at all. So it feels really, really good. Acts really, really good. No problem at all. Now, a heated steering wheel would have been nice, but this is one up from base, so I'll give him that. And the price is under 40 grand. And that's, you know, there's some serious value in here for a vehicle priced under 40 grand. It's barely priced under 40 grand. It's still there, and it still feels good. And I do like the updates quite a bit. So you really can't complain too much if you're in one of these Sorentos at this kind of price with what you get. Drive-wise, it feels good. It's well damped. I'm not getting any chassis vibration, so that's a good deal. Feels nice to drive. The steering is a little light, but it's an SUV, so that's understandable when you're driving an SUV like this. So no problem there. If you point the vehicle where it wants to go and it goes. No problem at all. So a really nice look at the Sorento. Well done. I do like the exterior updates with your new headlight housings. The tech updates are a big deal in here because this, I've been saying for a couple model years, they need to get something going on the inside of a Sorento. They've done it in the Sorento for 2024, and even in the S trim you get the nice big 12.3 inch. And even though it's stuck on like an iPad, it's a low profile, no interruptions with your visibility, which I like as well. Nice 19-foot turning radius on the Sorento, so it's going to whip around for you, no problem. But we do have to do a brief drive today because somebody is waiting to look at this car. But I do want to thank Ciocca Kia of Ewing for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Kia Sorento S for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.